2, 1.
It's the city of a billion lights, the city of a billion stars, and a city of a billion angels. Another star is born and another star dies. Another person homeless. The truth of a city shown as the birthplace of many stars such as Marilyn Monroe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and all those hotshot actors and actresses. But do we know what the city does to stars, killing them? Do we even need just one city full of stars? And homeless people? Is the fact of fame and fortune just a dream in real life? Okay, take a guess. Anything. But it has to be obvious what I'm talking about by now. Hollywood, a city where anything can happen. Every kid has a dream. Every teenager has a dream. I think even some adults have the dream. I see fame and fortune, your name printed on the Hall of Fame forever, and more so long after your time. But is this dream just a dream, another fantasy less realistic than you becoming the Prime Minister? The truth is more and more people heading to Hollywood, LA are becoming drug addicts, desperate for their next hit, the low lives of a city full of rich men and women, a city full of alcoholics, a city like no other, changing a hometown to a life on the sidewalk, no money, begging for scraps. The dream is just a dream, I assure you. Hollywood walks a thin line of chaos. For many, only the rich have a true life in this city of overcrowded stars. As Heath Ledger once said, it's built you up to knock you down. And doesn't this just basically describe Hollywood in a nutshell? The people spreading lies to bring others down, to topple them off the edge, driving people to suicidal thoughts. The bands high on meth, but still able to sing crowds. Kids like Justin Bieber. Yes, I said Justin Bieber. Once a singing boy, now a teenager in juvie. More or less been high, had alcohol, and done that other stuff. You walk in full of promise, you come out an addict, homeless and penniless. Or in other words, we walk in normal and come out needing a psychiatrist. You're a rising star found by some cheat artist director, and now you're on the cover of every magazine, an actor, a dancer, a singer, an artist. Either way, you're built up by the cheap, stingy directors of this age and toppled down with secrets and lies, coming from a person who seeks better fame and fortune. One city like any other, like New York, Washington, D.C., a city in the heart of California, LA, a city with secrets, lies, and no happiness. Do we need one main central place to show the fact that it has money, lies, and secrets? One bustling city the same as any other, with palm trees, beaches, and mansions? I mean, why don't we have the centre of fame in Hamilton, New Zealand for all it's good for? But what I'm trying to say is, seriously, do we need one city to become famous, penniless, or an addict? I mean, couldn't we just travel to China to become famous instead of Hollywood? Why shouldn't we live for now, not tomorrow? We should be able to become famous anywhere, not to some country with a bunch of known or wannabe directors who think that you can be famous when they say so. Isn't that with all stars? It should be our choice to be famous, not theirs. Wherever we want, not in a city like Hollywood where you walk a thin line of life, death, happiness, and survival. The city of angels does not appear so angelic now. If I could compare it to anything, it would be like living in the wilderness, except there is someone new every day. Stars get old as soon as they've started. Can we call Hollywood a happy place as men and women of the world like no other? It shouldn't be in our right to put someone down because it suits us. It's not our choice, it's theirs. We don't have any right, whether we're rich or poor. We have a right to be ourselves, not some playtoy of Hollywood, going out as soon as we're in. Be yourself and not what someone else wants you to be.